I'll try it again. Good morning. Happy Monday. Um, we're doing a live session here. We're going to be trading gold live this morning. So I'm going to mark up the charts really quick. So show some love in the chat for me. We're going to hopefully see if we can get some wins this morning. I'm just getting everything set up on here real quick. Go. All right, so we're going to mark up the chart. So for gold. So we can see on the weekly already gold's showing a rejection right here. So like I said, we could see some sells here. So of course on here we're going to mark up the weekly high, daily high. So we technically already have that. So daily. Previous right here. So I'm going to mark this up real quick. So this obviously was the because I already have my major resistance right here. So I don't want to have two of them. So we have to mark up this one. So that's our daily high. We have our daily low. Low. We go down to the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour low. And then we have a 4 hour. We have 4 hour demand. 4 hour demand. 4 hour supply. Then go down to 30 minutes. And you can see right here we're getting a rejection on 4 hour low. 2 minutes till market open. So we do have an area right here. It's gonna be our 30-minute supply area. We're kind of in this zone rendering. So 30-minute supply area. This could be our 30-minute demand as well. So we just have to see if it's going to continue to drop. We should take out all of the liquidity right now. I always like to mark out some rows right here also for potentially good. Here, and come down here. Just gotta see if it's going to drop. Is on the 1 hour, you're getting a rejection, but we got a rejection here, but we have to see if it's going to respect this 4-hour demand. The support area, or even this 4-hour. Because it can literally pull down here, or even, or even here, and then literally go right back up. So we'll look on the 5-minute here. So because the way this is looking, it could easily drop. So I have this little indicator on here as well, so we can kind of see our kill zones. So this was all of running session. So all of running session, we were pretty bearish. So we can kind of see the path that it's made. So we kind of came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, huge push down, huge push up, and then huge push down. So it could come up, and then we could continue to push down. So it wasn't so much here, it was here. We had a huge push up and a huge push down. So we broke some areas of support here. So we can see here we have a huge push down right now. So, but again, we have to see if it's going to respect this 4-hour low. Just being patient. You're going to see if it breaks this demand zone right here. So it looks like a good sign to go down. So if I did take a sell, I'll take a short right here. Stops would be above, I'd say right here. And of course, we would target a 1 to 3. I would say if we could target right here, that'd be great. That'd be our next 1 to 4. That'd be a 171 tick stop loss. But again, it could easily push back up. So that's where we have to kind of be calm. So because this is our 4-hour demand zone. So we're staying on the 30-minute just to kind of see where it wants to go. If we do have a pullback here, then we can actually look for buys. If not, then we can look for sells. I just gotta chill and wait, sit on our hands, just wait for some movement. So, because I've seen it before where, of course, the trend here will literally show bearish, and then it ends up pushing up and then breaking through. So sometimes the trend, it is always your friend, but depends on where the price is at. Like, again, we're at a level of support right now. So we have to be able to break support first. That's a very key thing. We're at a 4-hour demand zone. So we have to break this. So, and we may have to wait for a break and a retest before we validate that sell. Either that, or we may even miss the move because it might be too much. But we have to see. Right now, it's moving really slow. So, I mean, we do have a rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. So that could give us a possibility for a buy. Because again, a lot of times the market was bearish. So I showed you guys on the indicator here. So this is London session. So London session was pretty bearish. For the most part, we had a huge push down. So it may come back and tap in these London highs. So it may come all the way back up. So another thing that we can do also is, because we see this, we can actually take out a fib. You can actually take out a fib and go from the top of this 4-hour high, or even here rather, go all the way down. So we'll come all the way, it's a long way. So we'll go from the top here, all the way down, all the way to this low. And then we can see here. So if it taps into 38.2, then we could possibly look for a buy. So we see here. See, we're getting a doji right here. So what we could do is look for a buy, take a long position, wait for it to break this high. So first we would set it up right here. Have our stops below 23.6, and then we would target that 1 to 2. So we'll go up to this 100%. So right here to this London high, and that'll be a nice 1 to 3. So, but we gotta wait for it to break this high right here. So we could easily look for buys. So, but I don't want it to push up here and then we end up going down. So, because again, the trend. So, if we look here, we kind of like, we're starting to make higher lows and lower highs and lower lows. So, but again, we do have a lot of rejection candles right here. So we could easily see a nice push up. Take out liquidity right here. So we could look for a long position. So and we could even target all the way up here also. It's 4-hour high. That could be an option also. And just to give us a little bit more room. We can put our stops right below here for a nice 1 to 2. So we have enough room. And then of course, for 1 to 2, we can do, if we want to risk on 500, so it'll be $1,248 profit. We can be a little bit conservative, 936. I'd be okay with that. So I'm gonna do that. I'll do I'm gonna do a buy limit. We'll do for 3. So I got triggered in already. So tapped into here. This is a 30-minute demand zone. So a previous level of support. So we got to make sure we break that. So let's see if we break that. So usually, I mean, you're going to be in a little bit of a drawdown sometimes, and that's okay. You got to trust your analysis. So I'm doing my little journal really quick. All right, so like we broke through a little bit, so we're in profit right now. 18 ticks, 22 ticks. All right, so we're up $45. If it does come up to this area right here, I'll probably add a position. So we get up to this position right here. This color. Be another area where I'll add another enter. Again, you're going to see that this is going to be still at a 30-minute demand. So even though we broke this area right here, we got to make sure it continues to ride up. I'm gonna go on my IG really quick, guys. Going on Trade Game. Good morning. Popping on here, so letting you guys know I'm on YouTube Live right now. We're currently in a trade window on a gold buy, so you can check it out. We're up $30. So we're in a buy position right now. So we're targeting these London highs right here. So London high at 32.53. So we'll see how this trade goes. But hop on my YouTube live if you want to trade live with me. Link is in the bio. Looks like I got my buddy Gold Collector popping on. We're gonna jump on our little Google Meet. You're on live right now, so you can say what up. This is YouTube fan. Yeah. I'm currently in a buy position on gold right now. I'm up 33 ticks right now. All right, guys. So we're trying to push through the 30-minute demand zone. We break that. Should be there. So right now we're kind of ranging in this area. So, but we should be able to break it. London session was, like I said, pretty bearish. So I have a feeling we're gonna go right back up to those London highs. So also, if you look here on the 1 hour, we have a huge rejection at a 4 hour demand. So huge bearish candle. So or a candle turning into a bullish candle. So, but sometimes we have to be careful because it'll look like that in the beginning, and then it'll start filling out, and it'll turn into a sell. So, but again, we have to respect the 4 hour demand and really push it up, and also respecting 30 minute demand. Continue to keep pushing. Okay, no worries. You can even look here on a 30 minute. We have a nice rejection candle here as well, so two of them. So it's usually we're trying to give confirmation that we're going to continue to push up. For us to have two rejections on a 4 hour demand area, I think we're going to push back up. So and you can see here, we can actually fill out this candle right here, this 30 minute supply zone. That's where I feel like we're going to tap into. We can even surpass it. We can tap into this 4 hour high. So but we just have to be patient. So this is right here on the 5 minute. Let's kind of just like a little pullback. So this is where most people will jump out because they see a rejection and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to get out. It's just going to continue down." So you can't do that. You got to hold your own. So that's why I'm using the Fibonacci retracement tool also because even if I didn't, you can see I have my stop loss at this prior low. So that's where we had multiple rejections. Of course, that's where I have my stop loss at, and then of course our take profit. Because we have to make sure we have good risk to reward, so at least at number two. So that's why I'm targeting a little bit higher than, of course, this area right here. This cover is 30 minute supply. So there, see, we had a pullback. We were in drawdown for just a moment, and then of course we're right back in profit. So but we have to break this 50% area. So if this is a resistance area for gold, so we have to break that to have more influence. So we're going to continue to push up. So, but also I've learned also when we do take a trade, we have to just whatever trade we're going to take, we just stick to it. We don't move anything. We don't move our stop loss. We don't move our. I mean, you can move your take profit. If you want to, you can trail it. But one thing we never move is our stop loss. We have to once we set it, it's set in stone. That's it. And however the trade plays out, it plays out. We never know if it's going to actually be a winning trade or a losing trade. We just can go off our own analysis, and we just have to stick with it and just trust it. However, which way it goes. Even if I took a loss on this trade, it'll be a $500 loss. That's okay. That's you set out a risk that you're willing to lose for the day, and that's it. You'd be okay with it. It's no different than gambling in a sense. You never want to risk more than what you're willing to lose. It's kind of the same thing in trading. But again, if you win, your risk to reward is I'm looking to double what I made. So of course you guys saw it. If I take a loss, I'll lose $534. But if I win this trade, it'll be $936. So, I'm almost doubling my money. So as you guys see right now, we're having a rejection on the 30-minute end area. But again, this is I'm going to pull back. And you've already seen right here that first we made a higher high, a higher low, higher high, a higher low. So if you continue that path, then we'll be just fine. Because when we're making higher highs and higher lows, that's a trend to the upside. All right, guys, so we have 30 seconds till this 5-minute candle closes. We'll see how it closes. We need it to close bullish to continue to keep pushing up. We'll see here if we get a nice bullish candle. All right, so it looks like it printed bearish. So that's okay because we still can get a rejection off of that. So just gotta kind of give it a few minutes sometimes. So because that previous candle we did get a rejection, so that's what we call a hammer doji. So usually when we get one of those, it's usually gonna reject and continue to push up. Got my boy Julius still killing in the chat, even though he's live. You're full, bro. I love it. My boy always showing love. I got you, bro. All right, so looks like we got another rejection, which is good. We just gotta see this candle push. Because as of right now, we're having a hard time trying to break through the support area. So we can, which I think looks like we're pushing further down. We'll see if we can protect our stop loss. So on the fib area, it's tapping into a 23.60%. So we'll see if it bounces off of there. So we did make a strong bearish candle, so it is pushing heavy right now. So hopefully we don't get stopped out, but if we do, it is what it is. We'll stick to our trade. So we got about a minute and 10 seconds to the next candle points. So we're where we were 76 in drawdown. So let's see if we can hold it. This is where setting your stop loss in the right area is crucial. So even if you are in drawdown, so if you don't lose any more than what you want to risk. So like I said, even if we get stopped out, we want to lose, but we wanted to. All right, got 25 seconds, so this 5-minute candle closes. So we got 10 seconds. So we got to see if it's going to print bearish and go back up. We can check on a higher time frame and see what it's looking like. So as you can see here, this morning, of course, it broke a 30-minute demand. So again, it kind of looks like we could have counter trend traded because, of course, the trend was bearish. So at least on the 30-minute, so it could continue to break through and tap into the daily low. So that could be a possibility, but again, we have to see if it's going to respect this 4-hour demand zone that we marked up. So, and this is at a 4-hour low. So if it does respect that, then of course we'll be good. If not, then we're going to get stopped out. So granted, we did hit another all-time high. So a lot of times it does sell off during that, but previously it hasn't been doing that. It's been continuing to push up. So again, we're just going to trust our analysis. We're going to trust that it's going to respect this 4-hour demand zone and continue to push up. If it doesn't, then of course it's going to take out this daily low for sure. So right now we're at $252 in drawdown, but we're okay with that. But if I do get stopped out, that was my max I wanted to lose for the day, so $500. So this will be my one trade, and that's it. Tomorrow's another day. So it's sort of a good sign. We have a nice rejection wick, so we could get a nice push back up, or it could be a fake out. So we got almost a minute left on this 5-minute candle. We'll see if we print bullish. That'll actually give us a little bit of confirmation to continue to push up. 20 seconds. So I like the way that candle's forming so far. Because we are printing another rejection. So let's see how this closes. So it looks like it did close with a hammer doji. So usually that's a good sign for us to push back up. So we'll see if we get that confirmation. There we go. That's what we want to see. So nice little push. So you guys can see we're in quite a severe drawdown. Again, where I have my stop loss placed, and you have to trust your trade. Like I said, those people, because they saw that they were going in a pretty big drawdown, they would have got out. Yeah, they would have got out of the trade because they didn't want to lose money. But again, this is where you have to continue trade, set your risk, whatever you're going to risk, whatever amount, and just trust it. So either way it goes, you're okay. What's up, bro? I told you I'm live on YouTube right now. No, I'm talking to whoever's on my YouTube. I know, but I'm saying it's live, so I'm just doing this as a recording for myself or whoever watches this. Okay. Oh, bro. I know I'm trusting my analysis because we had multiple, like on the 5 minute, there's multiple rejections on the 4 hour demand zone. So it could have gone either way. Like it could have continued to go down because the trend is bearish right now. But on the higher time frame, there's two huge rejection candles. So that's why I was predicting it was going to continue to go up and take out these London highs. Right. So, because I also mentioned, like, we did hit an all-time high, and usually when we do that, we usually sell off, but it hasn't been that way lately. We would have like a little pullback and then continue to push up. So, because of how bullish gold is right now. So, but right now I'm needing it to break this 30-minute demand zone. We'll see how this candle closes here. Okay, there we go. Let's see if it's going to push back up into that 38.2 20% bid area. Huh? Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, she got back to my daughter also. Yeah, what she said. No, it's for a fleet response. Yeah, fleet response is you actually drive the vehicles that collect data on the street. Yeah. Well, they are autonomous, but you still have to have a person in the vehicle for safety, just in case you have to disengage out of autonomy. Yeah, so like you have somebody sitting in the driver's seat, but the vehicle is driving itself. Yeah, I mean it is autonomous, like it's driving by itself, but you have to have somebody in the vehicle for safety, just in case the autonomy disengages, or if there's like a huge bump or something like that, then you have to take control of the vehicle. What'd you say? There you go. Yeah, because they're gonna be opening up in that area soon. So, I would say like within the next couple of months for sure. Yeah, it could be. Usually they're going to be like in the major areas, but for LA and those Zeus vehicles, like it can be good and bad. Well, it's because it's so busy. Like I could see those vehicles being like on Sunset or something like that. You know, where it's not. Yeah. Oh, for sure. But yeah, it'll be dope once they get out there. All right, guys. Right now, it looks like gold is having a hard time trying to break through this 30-minute demand. Doesn't mean that it won't. It's just really respecting the previous area of support. So, but we just gotta wait and sit on our hands and see what it wants to do. It's crazy. It's making like a triangle pattern. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. But I've seen it where it's done this and it literally breaks through. I just need it to break above my previous support at 32.22. That's where I took my entry, which I have pretty good confidence it will.
We have another minute to take back the trader.
Yeah. Do it, bro. Which one? Top tip? 50% rule for what? Well, when you get funded, yeah, you have, or no, sorry, before you get funded, you have a consistency rule. Yeah.
Yeah, this is something with
Actually, yeah, no, I take it back. So, yeah, when you get funded, you have a consistency rule, but you just have to make $200 plus a day for 8 days after you're funded. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I saw that. That's the. Yeah, no, do that, bro. Like, I want to get an account with them also, but I just want to focus on this one. Yeah, yeah, because I've seen a lot of good things about that prop firm. The way the market's moving right now is like a typical Monday. Like, there's not a lot of volume.
seem like it.
Yeah. Well, what time is it when it dropped off? Yeah, at 5:15, it literally just tanked.
Uh,
Oh, really? Why you couldn't sleep? Okay. Are you trying to send money to your?
uh,
What are you gonna use it for? Okay. Oh, you're good. Well, I use an online bank. I use Borrow. It's it's a bank through Bancorp or Green Dot. Yeah, they're just those like online banks. You know, it's not like no, it's just an online bank. So, but I have Bank of America also. I just don't use it. That's more like kind of like a savings account, I guess you could say. Or when I make my profits, I'll probably throw my money in there. Orlando monies. You're delivered. You're like I act like I have energy, but I'm delirious. It's like we're making a move in the right direction. Yep. So about to hit that 7:30 time frame. You know the virus. I was looking at Grab's story. Like, man, he did it up for his 26th. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. He did it up for his 26th. They got a boat, and like he's been DJing lately. So like he was DJing on the boat, and I was like, bro, I'm like, bro, do it up. Like 26, living like that, do it, bro. He seems like a chill ass dude too. Like just to kick it with, like kind of being in his circle. And the cool thing is like he takes care of his boys. You know, he takes care of his people. 'Cause I follow another one of his guys that's in MPG, and I think his name's it's Anthony Trades Gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, be nice. That's just his haircut, bro. No, he's doing his thing, man. He's working out. He's trying to lose weight. He's doing the damn thing. I don't know, maybe you get some veneers. Veneers. Back in profit, baby. So hopefully it follows our analysis the way we set it out. But it is a testament to hold your trades, manage your risk, put your stop loss where it needs to go. Because we were 100 ticks in drawdown. Now we're at break even. Now we got to break through this 30 minutes and then. So, but I'm gonna step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
So gently release. There was nothing inside. Memories left to burn. I was hoping. To break me, to
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry. I had to. What's up? No, I'm good. I have a blanket on me, but Okay, so we're 28 ticks in profit.
So there it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
That,
Oh. I wish I would have got a. I wish I would have got a better entry, but that's okay. I'll take it. It's weird. Usually the Google Meet shows up on my live, but it's not showing up. It's weird. It doesn't show up on it. Weird. There we go. Yeah, we broke that 30-minute demand. That's what I want to see. So we're 150. We're 150 in profit. So we are 150 in profit. I said if it tapped into this support area at 32.32, I would double down and take another position. I've gotten triggered into my second position. See if we can break that support area. I cut my live at like 8:15. I have to take the dogs to the vet.
Okay.
Nothing. They just have to go to get their shots.
Hmm.
Finally, a little bit of drawdown. But
Um,
okay. And your gold tapped into that support area where I took that second entry and it just tanked or reversed. Hope I don't get stopped out in my second position. If I do, I'll just take a $368 loss. But sticking to my analysis. stretch. Yeah, not a damn thing. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Because there has to be a pullback at a support level. So, of course, it tapped into that support level at 32.32. Pulled back, right? Almost pulled back right to another previous support area at that 30-minute demand, which I'm thinking it's going to continue to push up. But we'll see. Because my stop loss for my second entry is at 32.20. So it's right below that previous support. So hopefully it'll respect it. But it's not looking that way. See how this 5-minute candle closes. It looks like we're getting a pullback. Here we go. Just got to see how it closes because it can make a big bearish candle. But I like the rejection. And it's right at that 38.20% fib level too, that it rejected. That's right where the support level is. I'm going to end this live in about 5 minutes.
we used to
I use Streamlabs.
stream that. That's how you.
Yeah. I'll go back one second. I gotta see how this next 5 minute candle closes. Let's look on a higher time frame. See where we're at. So we did push up to 22.32, and then of course we had a hard rejection. So I mean, based on the higher time frame, I mean we could continue to push down actually. So we're making higher lows and lower highs, or lower highs and lower lows on the 30 minute. So I might not fully get stopped out of my initial trade, but I might get stopped out of my second entry. But we'll see. We have to respect this 30-minute demand. Yeah, we're printing bearish again. So if I do get stopped out on my second entry, that's okay. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna get stopped out. It's okay. We'll take that L. I guess I'm gonna end the live here. I have to hop out, but if you want to continue watching this trade and what it ends up planning out, go to my IG, Nikki_Pips. You see all my trades there that I take each day, and you can see how this trade overall plays out. But You guys have a great trading day, great trading week, and we'll see you guys on the next live.